Welcome to Hanas Martial Arts Superstore. Today I'd like to talk to you about the importance of wrapping and protecting your wrists and your knuckles. Very often I see in the course of our business people suffer lots of problems with their knuckles, their wrists, elbow issues, tendinitis, and many other ailments that come from incorrect use of equipment or improper equipment or just improper wrapping. So I'd like to talk to you about the range of products that Hanas offer that would assist you in keeping your hands, knuckles perfectly safe. In the very first, you can use something called a hand wrap, which requires a sense of complicated technique, and there's lots of information on YouTube, and your sensei or coach will show you how to wrap your hands. We have them in a range of colors: blue, red, and black. We have knuckle covers, we have the quick wraps, and then obviously the boxing gloves that we sell have additional wrist support and cushioning on the knuckles. So we'll start with the basics. We'll talk about the gloves. In the very first, our boxing gloves are very well curled and very well cushioned to protect your hand and minimize the fatigue when you're clenching your hand to make your fist. The other interesting feature about our boxing gloves is they come with a double velcros, which is very unique, which allows your pre-tensioning for your hand and basically allows you to quickly put your gloves on and already have it pre-tensioned, which is really cool with this elastic strap, and then you just slide your hand through here. But the importance and relevance to this conversation is the fact that the gloves are pre-tensed, so you get a good snug fit when you put it on, and this little bit here just gives you that little bit of tug there that gives you a nice firm support on your wrist. It's a nice broad strap as well that helps you look after your wrist, and that is an excellent glove to keep your hands safe for long and very arduous training sessions. So that's what we build into the boxing gloves. Then for the novice, we offer the quick wrap, which is essentially a padded foam sponge there inside a cotton spandex kind of loop, sock glove with the thumb, fingers, and it comes with a velcro strap through there. It's about, I don't know, half a meter long. I'll just quickly slide my hand through there for effect. That's a very basic kind of a unit for somebody who really can't be bothered wrapping their hands, and that in combination with the boxing glove is actually a really good combination of things. And just wrap your hands through there like that. You get the general idea. And that's kind of what happens there. It's a good little product for a beginner, a novice, somebody doing cardio, kickboxing, or something of that nature, or somebody who still has some kind of dubious commitment to training. It's a very simple into training, and then you can always work your way up further. And that together as a combination is great support and protection for your hand. For those who wish to protect your hands a little bit more and have a little bit more protection, I would then suggest to you the Reflex hand wrap, which is available in these three colors as earlier discussed. Now, the specific qualities of the Reflex hand wraps is that they're stretchy. They're not made out of a cheap, shitty stretch fabric. It's a good quality fabric that will last you a long time, soften up beautifully, and become lovely and paper thin. So it molds and melds to your hand very, very well. It has this well-stitched thumb loop that's not going to fall apart on you, and it's a robust strap there, and it comes in a unique 5-meter length, probably one of the longer wraps on the market, because at Reflex, at Hanas, we believe in always doing the right thing and providing the best quality product that we can. We'd rather put a little bit extra than a little bit less into something. These products are fantastic. They're well made. Velcros through here and here. This is my sample one that I've been using for the last year and a half, demonstrating hand wrapping in store for people. Now, just a quick demonstration. That's not to say that I'm 100% on wraps, and that's not to say that somebody else's version of hand wrapping is not better. It's a version, it is an idea, and there are many different interpretations on how to wrap your hands. I urge you to check with your coach. I urge you to check with Sensei and find the unique way that your club trains and how they use their hand wraps. Go online, talk to any number of people, do your research, but the most important thing I can urge you to do is wrap your hands properly with the right gear, and preferably the Reflex brand product. So, step one, you put your hand in your wrist in that fashion there. Now, at this point, there are two interpretations. Some people would do that, and then there's the traditional tie method where you fold it over backwards and forwards over. And I've never been able to master that, and I'll let Sensei or coach show you that. But we'll just use the thumb loop for that method there. Couple of times around your wrist like that. Couple of times around your knuckles. And once again, I reiterate, this is not the definitive means to wrap your hands, but certainly it's a method of doing it. Couple of times around your wrist, couple of times around your knuckles. And then what I'm going to do is come around in a figure eight around the back of my hand and pull backwards in. Figure eight, backwards and in. Around my wrist, around and back. And once again, this is not perfect, but it's indicative, and you'll improve and do your own thing on that later. And around through there. And I reiterate, before you get into a bun fight, this is not a definitive hand wrapping instruction. It's just a way of doing it. Come around through your wrist and back in again. Around, down, now I'm going to finish this a couple of times around my knuckles just to clean it off. Oh, that feels good. Now I'm going to do, because it's so long, I'm going to basically go up the top of my wrist like this and wrap my hands like this, and there you have it. Scrunch it up there, and that is a good. Now that's going to lock my thumb in, my knuckles are pulled back, my wrist is well supported. Now boxers would refrain from this because the boxers believe that your webbing gets torn when you punch. Look, everyone's going to have their own way. This is a way of doing it, and once again, wrapping hands. Reflex make hand wraps, boxing gloves, quick wraps, conditioners. We have them in store. You can buy it online. You can visit us at www.rayhanas.com. Come in store at 468-470 Newcastle Street, West Perth, or give us a call on 9328 3228. Thank you for your time. Enjoy, and happy martial arts.